When you're learning the future tense in French, it's all fine and well to learn the future tense, but next thing you need is to learn how to use it and see how it's used in different constructions in French. In this video, I'd like to talk to you about two patterns. One of them is just like English, the way you use the future tense with an if clause. The second pattern is with two clauses in the future, and this does not work like English. First of all, let's consider the if clauses. Si means if. Si plus the present followed by the future is a very common pattern that we see. For example, if you study, you will succeed. You see in English the first clause, if plus the present tense, followed by the future. It works exactly the same in French. If you study, you will succeed. You could reverse that order and have future followed by si plus the present. You will earn an A if you try. See how it works exactly the same in English. They will fly away if you get too close. If you get too close, they will fly away. If he skips lunch, he will be hungry in the afternoon. He will be hungry in the afternoon if he skips lunch. If plus the present followed by the future can be reversed. Future followed by if plus the present. It's exactly the same in French. It's also possible to use if plus the present followed by the present, but that's really not the focus of this video. We're talking about future. But let's just have a look. Here we have if followed by the present followed by the future. But let's look at this next example. If he skips lunch, he is hungry in the afternoon. So we're talking about something that goes on sort of repeatedly. You see that we're using the present tense in that second clause. Let's look at them here. Notice that I've made the present tense verb in green. So we've learned right now, just briefly, that both of these are possible. You can use if plus the present followed by the future, or if plus the present followed by the present. But that's not the focus. Right now, all we care about is this one. And we've studied it because this is a common way to use the future in French. Now let's move on. So we've covered those if clauses. Now let's talk about when we have two clauses that are talking about the future. And this is the thing that does not work the same as in English. Quand means when. Dès que means when or as soon as. Lorsque means when, once, or as soon as. Quand, dès que, lorsque. In English, we say, when I get home, I will take a shower. And I get is in the present tense, even though we're talking about the future. As soon as they finish dinner, they will go out for ice cream. They finish is in the present tense. When they turn in their books, they'll be done with the school year. They turn in is in the present tense. It does not work like this in French. In French, both of those clauses are referring to the future, in English as well. But in French, we use the future in both clauses. In English, you use the present tense in the clause with when or as soon as. In French, you use the future in both clauses. So let's compare them. When I get home, I will take a shower. Quand je rentrerai, je prendrai une douche. Je rentrerai is in the future. Je prendrai is also in the future. As soon as they finish dinner, they will go out for ice cream. They finish dinner is in the present tense. Dès qu'ils finiront le dîner, ils sortiront pour prendre la glace. So, ils finiront is in the future. Ils sortiront is in the future as well. When they turn in their books, they'll be done with the school year. Quand ils rendront leurs livres, ils seront terminés avec l'année scolaire. Ils rendront is in the future tense. Ils seront is in the future tense. Let's look at those. When they turn in their books, they'll be done with the school year. Both of those clauses are talking about the future, but in English, we use the present tense in that first clause that uses when or as soon as. I've put the present tense in green here. You can pause it and study those if you want. So, to recap, while you're studying the future tense, you should be aware of two patterns. The first one is in if clauses. The second one is with the two clauses referring to the future, and it does not work like English. You need the future tense in both clauses. Thank you, that's the end.